There is something that the heart feels, that makes your soul resonate, but at the same time brings a silent and inexplicable pain. You know there is something special, something that transcends any understanding, a deep and intense connection with this person that you can't get out of your mind. But why then does it seem so hard to get closer? Why does it feel like there is always something invisible, an unshakable force that keeps you separated, that prevents this story from unfolding as your heart so desires? It's as if, with every step you take towards this person, a barrier arises, an unexpected obstacle that slows your progress and leaves your heart in a constant state of waiting. You feel the intensity of this connection, you notice signs that only you recognize, and in every detail there is hope, a burning desire to be by this person's side. But doubts start to take over, and you ask yourself, why all this? Is this connection real? Or is it just a distant dream that can never be lived? This feeling of uncertainty begins to weigh on you, and you find yourself trapped in a cycle of unanswered questions, where the heart wants, but reality seems not to allow. The fear of missing out on this opportunity, of not fully living this unique feeling, invades your thoughts, and slowly, you feel a silent sadness, a sensation of emptiness that only this connection can fill. And all you want is an answer, a clear direction, a confirmation that this love is possible, that there is a way, and that every feeling burning inside you is not in vain. Today you will have the chance to unravel all of this, to finally understand what is behind this story, to discover what the universe has in store for this love that defies logic and time. The angels want you to know that this person also feels this connection. In moments of silence, reflection, or even in the intervals of everyday life, they perceive this bond that goes beyond the ordinary, touching their soul in a way that they themselves cannot explain. There is an energy, an invisible tie, that seems to have been formed long before you met in this life. This person feels that there is something in you that resonates with the deepest and most authentic parts of their essence. However, despite this intense connection, there is something that still keeps you apart, something that prevents this union from fully happening. The angels have been watching every step of this journey between you. They see the hopes, the uncertainties, and every thought you dedicate to this person. They understand that often the wait can be agonizing, that the desire to be close is almost irresistible, and that doubt arises in your heart like a shadow, questioning if this connection is truly meant to be. But what the angels reveal is that, in the divine plan, nothing happens without a greater purpose. At this moment, the angels ask me to tell you that what keeps you apart is not a lack of love, but a necessary spiritual process, a process that both of you need to experience so that this connection, when it finally materializes, can flourish in a complete and true way. They tell me that this person is on an inner journey, facing fears, doubts, and perhaps old wounds that still need to be healed. And that is precisely why you are not together yet. This separation is actually an opportunity for both of you to grow, learn, and prepare for what the angels call a soul encounter. The angels explain that when two souls meet with such a strong connection, it's as if they were mirrors to each other. You reflect the deepest aspects of each other, those that inspire, but also those that cause insecurity and even fear. To that person, this connection is like a bright light that illuminates parts of themselves that they are not yet ready to face. They feel a desire to get closer, but at the same time a fear that makes them hesitate. This fear does not signify lack of feeling, but rather the need to confront what still prevents them from fully surrendering. The angels also whisper that you are not alone in this waiting. They are by your side, invisibly holding your hand, bringing comfort in every moment of loneliness and strengthening your faith in this journey. They ask you for patience and trust because there is a greater plan in motion. While that person works through their own issues, you are also being prepared. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, is part of a process that will fortify your soul, making you more prepared to receive and sustain the love that is reserved for you. The angels show me that this person has already tried to move on, to distance themselves from this feeling of being so deeply connected to you, but something always pulls them back. They may not openly admit it, but in their mind and heart, there is restlessness, a constant question about what this connection truly means. There is an internal conflict that makes them wonder if it is worth opening up to the unknown, facing their own shadows and fears to allow themselves to live this love that seems so vast and intense. What the angels want you to understand is that this process is not just a test of patience, but a divine preparation. They say that if this person were to surrender now, without going through this healing process first, they could end up bringing insecurities and fears that could undermine this union. It takes time, it takes healing, and it takes each of you to work on your own spiritual and emotional growth so that when the time comes, this union is full, sincere, and free from the ties that currently separate you. This apparent separation is, in fact, a sacred interval, a space where both have the chance to find within themselves the balance, peace, and strength needed to sustain a love as deep as the one the angels reveal to you. They ask you to keep the faith, not to be discouraged by doubts, and to continue to grow, to become the most authentic and luminous version of yourself. For when that moment arrives, it will be like a reunion of souls that are finally ready to walk together. The love you feel, this connection that seems to defy all rational explanations, is a blessing and also a calling. A calling for transformation, for spiritual evolution, and for total surrender to what the universe holds for you. The angels ask you to see this waiting period as a preparation, as a time you both need to become who you truly are, without masks, without fears, and with the certainty that this union is not a necessity, but a conscious and free choice. The angels see that this person is slowly awakening to what they truly feel for you. Each step, each decision they make, brings them a little closer to accepting this truth that their heart already recognizes. They show that, despite all the fear, there is a flame within this person, a desire to break free from the shackles that still bind them and to allow themselves to live this love. And that's precisely why they ask you to keep holding on to hope, because, even if you don't see it now, there is a spiritual movement happening that will soon be reflected in the physical. For you, this wait may be challenging, as the heart seeks certainties and the mind desires answers. But know that the angels are taking care of every detail, preparing the ground for the right moment. When this love can finally blossom, it will be like an explosion of light and peace, a feeling of completeness that only two truly connected souls can experience. And until then, the angels will be with you, whispering words of courage and perseverance, guiding your steps, and strengthening your faith. This is just the first part of this powerful message, where the angels reveal the profound reasons behind this apparent distance and the importance of this moment of introspection and healing for both. They still have much to share about the next steps, about how this person feels, and how you can strengthen this connection in your heart. The angels continue to guide this message with details that touch even more deeply the purpose of this connection between you. They want you to know that, although the waiting time may seem like a barrier, it is actually a divine gift. This time is a chance for mutual growth, where both are being shaped, each in their own way, so that they can sustain a truly elevated union. This love is not common, and therefore requires from both a preparation that goes beyond the physical and emotional. It demands a spiritual harmony that can only be achieved through this phase of individual development. The person who occupies your heart and thoughts so much is on a journey of self-discovery that is essential for the unfolding of this connection. The love she feels for you is something that inspires her, but also confronts her with parts of herself that she may not have been ready to see. The angels reveal that this person feels a mix of enchantment and vulnerability when she thinks of you, and it is this vulnerability that triggers fear. She realizes that by your side, she won't be able to hide her insecurities, as you are able to see beyond the surface, touching her heart in a way that no one else has managed to. It's as if your presence, even from a distance, has the power to break down the defenses she has built over the years. And this, although powerful, is also scary. This person may be used to having control over her emotions and relationships, but with you, it's different. She feels an imminent surrender, something that surpasses her expectations and breaks through the limits she has set for herself. The angels show that no matter how much this person tries to rationalize or ignore what she feels, there is a greater force, a kind of spiritual magnet, that brings her back to you day after day. The angels want you to understand that this waiting period is like a cocoon, where the internal transformations of this person are happening silently, away from prying eyes, but intensely alive in the spiritual realm. They say that this person is beginning to realize that the love they feel for you is not just a passing desire or a common attraction, but rather an experience of profound transformation. They are starting to realize that to be by your side, they will need to shed old beliefs, set aside fears, and open themselves to a love that demands authenticity and total surrender. It is a slow and sometimes painful process. But the angels assure that each step of this journey is guided by divine wisdom. They show that in moments of introspection, this person reflects on their life, their choices, and what they truly desire for the future. And in those moments, it's as if your image comes to mind, as a reminder that there is something more to be lived, something greater than they have ever experienced. They feel that you are the key to a new path, but this path requires courage and a leap of faith that, so far, they have not been able to take completely. The angels ask you to continue sending light and love to this person, even if the distance may seem insurmountable. The power of your intention, of your loving energy, has a deep impact on their process. They tell me that when you connect with this person in thought, sending them vibrations of peace and understanding, you help dissolve the barriers that still keep them from getting closer. It's as if your love is a beacon, a guiding light that inspires them to move forward, to face their fears, and to leave behind the limitations that still bind them. For you, the angels have a special advice. Use this time to deepen your own spiritual connection, to seek self-awareness and heal your own wounds. This period of preparation is also an opportunity for you to strengthen yourself so that when this love fully manifests, you are secure and confident in yourself. The angels see that, like this person, you also have fears and insecurities that could, at some level, interfere in this union. Therefore, they encourage you to look within, to identify and work on everything that could limit the love you are meant to live. This process of mutual growth is a sacred dance, an exchange of energy that transcends time and space. And even though this person may not be physically by your side right now, the angels assure that he/she feels your presence in their life, even if unconsciously. They feel your love, your vibration, and that's what drives them to continue on their own journey. Every step you take on the path of self-awareness and spiritual healing resonates within them, encouraging them to do the same. The angels show me that soon, this person will begin to manifest changes in their behavior. Perhaps it will be a subtle approach, an unexpected contact, or a gesture that reveals the desire to be closer to you. These small actions will be like signs that the inner work is bearing fruit, and you will realize that the barriers are starting to dissolve. But the angels also warn you to maintain patience and serenity, as this is a process that needs to be respected at its own pace. Just as a seed needs time to germinate and grow before becoming a strong and leafy tree, this love also needs this period of maturation so that when it blooms, it is lasting and profound. The angels ask you to trust, to believe in the divine wisdom orchestrating every detail of this journey, and to remember that everything is happening for the greater good of both. This person feels the strength of this connection in a way that, until now, they had never experienced. They feel that you are unlike anything they have ever lived, and it is precisely this uniqueness that makes them question, that makes them reflect and seek a deeper understanding. The angels whisper that no matter how much this person tries to avoid what they feel, they always end up coming back to the same conclusion. You are important, you are special, and this connection is something that cannot be ignored or left behind. To conclude this second part, the angels ask you to keep your heart open and receptive. To trust the process, knowing that, at the right time, this person will have the necessary courage to overcome any obstacles that separate them. And that when that day comes, both will be ready to experience a love that is more than just a passion. It will be a love that transcends, that uplifts, and that illuminates, like a flame that never goes out. As the angels continue to guide this message, they reveal even more details about the depth of this connection. It is as if they are unveiling the veil that covers the mysteries of this union, showing that every emotion, every hesitation, and every desire felt by both have a greater and sacred purpose. This love is not just an earthly experience. It is, in fact, a manifestation of a divine purpose involving learning, healing, and spiritual awakening. Angels show that within this person, there is an intense battle between what she feels and what she believes she is capable of living. There are moments when the love she feels for you is so strong that it seems to break all barriers, and she feels an almost uncontrollable urge to open up, to surrender to this feeling. But at other times, fear, doubts, and past wounds hold her back, creating an internal conflict that leaves her confused and hesitant. She questions what she is truly capable of offering and what this connection would mean for her life, as if she were about to give up everything she has ever known to experience something unknown and perhaps scary. Angels explain that this person is still learning to understand what it really means to love someone deeply and truly. She is not just falling in love with you, she is being confronted with the possibility of a love that transcends the ordinary, a love that demands a surrender of body and soul. The love you share is a reflection of the purest and most authentic in creation, something that surpasses human understanding and therefore evokes both fear and fascination. But angels also show that this process, though challenging, is an opportunity for both of you to break free from old and restrictive patterns. This person carries within her experiences and beliefs that have shaped her view of love and relationships. These patterns may have protected her in the past, but now prevent her from fully embracing this connection. It's as if, by your side, she finds herself compelled to confront her limitations, to let go of certain ideas, and to allow herself to experience something she never thought possible. The angels whisper that you are also going through a similar process, even if unconsciously. Just like this person, you are also being called to release old fears, insecurities, and blockages that still somehow limit your ability to surrender to this love. They reveal that this experience is being offered to you as a chance for expansion, an opportunity for you to discover new dimensions of love and spiritual connection. There is something even deeper and hidden in this process that the angels want you to understand. They show that this person, just like you, has been touched by a sacred energy, something that cannot be explained but felt. This force is what draws you together in such intense and inexplicable ways, and it's also what keeps you apart, as this energy requires a preparation that only time and spiritual growth can provide. The angels ask you to see this waiting not as an obstacle, but as an essential phase where both of you are being shaped for something greater. They say that this person feels deep inside their being that you are someone special, that there is something in you that touches parts of them that were asleep, forgotten. It's as if, by your side, they rediscover aspects of themselves long forgotten, and this is something that awakens in them a mix of joy and fear. They realize that by opening up to you, they are also opening up to a new version of themselves, a version that perhaps they have never allowed to emerge before. The angels urge you to stay strong on your journey, to keep your light shining, and to trust the divine wisdom that is guiding every step of this path. They are by your side, bringing comfort and security, and they say that when this person is ready, the universe will align your paths in a way that everything will flow naturally. It will be as if all the pieces finally fall into place, and you will realize that everything happened at the right time, in the right way. It's important that you understand that just as you want to be with this person, they also want to be by your side. They feel the same attraction, the same enchantment, but the internal issues, perhaps not fully understood even by them, are still challenges they need to face alone. The angels show that there is a part of them that wants to break free from these barriers, but for that, they need time and, above all, understanding and patience from you. These moments of distance and closeness are part of the healing process that both of you are going through. Each distance is like a chance to breathe, to reflect, and to assimilate the lessons that this connection brings. And each closeness is a confirmation that, regardless of the difficulties, the bond between you is strong and true. The angels say that even when this person seems distant, they still feel your presence in their life. It's as if your energy is always around them, bringing peace, love, and a sense of belonging that they don't find in anyone else. The angels are paving the way for when this love finally materializes, it will be experienced in its fullness. And this path includes moments of silence, of waiting, and of self-discovery, both for you and for this person. They ask you to focus on your own evolution, to continue seeking self-awareness and healing, as this will also help this person feel more secure to take the next step. In this process, they also recommend that you send thoughts of love and healing to that person. Whenever possible, visualize them surrounded by a light of peace and serenity, as if they were being embraced and protected. This will help smooth the path, dissolve emotional barriers, and strengthen their courage to face their own fears. The angels remind you that the power of intention is a powerful force, and the love you emanate is capable of transforming realities. At the end of this third part, The angels reinforce the importance of you maintaining faith. They understand that the wait can be difficult, that the heart sometimes grows weary, but they assure you that every second of this process is worth it. They see the love that flourishes between you as a flame that never goes out, a flame that illuminates the path for both of you and that, in due time, will become a light that guides your lives together. And so, they conclude this stage of the message with an important affirmation. Everything that is happening now is preparing you for a love that transcends any obstacle, a love that is rare, deep, and sacred. This person feels it, even if they cannot put it into words. And as you continue your journey of growth and healing, you'll be contributing to manifesting this love in your life in a way that will be more beautiful than you can imagine. As the message from the angels deepens, they reveal that the energy of this connection is of such magnitude that it cannot be fully understood by the human heart alone. They say that you and this person are linked by a spiritual weave that was spun long before your souls arrived on this plane. It's as if you were destined to meet, to recognize each other, and to experience together a journey that goes beyond earthly love, reaching dimensions where souls find healing, learning, and a renewal of purpose. This person feels this, even if subtly and maybe not so clearly. There is a sense of familiarity, a security that settles in whenever she thinks of you, even if there is also a fear that prevents her from fully surrendering. The angels explain that this person may not fully understand this dynamic, but she feels that being by your side represents more than just a simple relationship. It represents the possibility of a profound transformation, a new way of seeing life and seeing herself. The angels also show that this person is going through a spiritual awakening process. She may be going through a phase of questioning, self-analysis, and even isolation, seeking answers to questions she had never asked before. This process is necessary so that she can eventually open up to this love with clarity and courage. The angels reveal that this awakening brings along a series of internal changes that, while being scary, also bring a sense of freedom. It's as if slowly, the ties that bind her to fear and insecurity are being undone, allowing her to get closer to her own essence. At this moment, the angels ask you to be patient and understanding, as this is a process that requires time and space. They show that this person is on a journey where she needs to find herself, needs to rediscover who she is, so that she can then recognize in you a life partner, someone with whom she wants to share every detail of her existence. She is slowly rebuilding her view on love, and this includes understanding that true love is not a threat, but a refuge, a space where she can be who she really is, without fear of judgment. The angels whisper that, no matter how much time seems to drag on, every second of this wait is being carefully orchestrated. They say the universe is working to align your hearts and minds, preparing both for a moment where the harmony will be so perfect that all doubts and fears will dissipate. This love, which now seems surrounded by obstacles, will soon be an open road, where both can walk side by side, unhurried, unrestricted, simply enjoying the depth of what they have built. This person is gradually realizing that, to surrender to this love, they will need to let go of old beliefs and allow themselves to be vulnerable. And the angels show that you play an essential role in this process. Your presence is like an anchor of serenity for them, a point of peace amidst the whirlwind of emotions that beset them. They ask you to maintain this posture of understanding and patience because, although you may not realize it, this person is closer to opening up to you than they have ever been. The angels show me that this person, despite their resistance, has moments of pure vulnerability, where they think of you with a tenderness that moves them. They wonder what it would be like to be by your side, to share every detail of their life with you. But at the same time, they feel the weight of expectations, fears, and ghosts of the past, which make them hesitate. They are afraid of losing control, getting hurt, and seeing this dream crumble. But the angels are working to soften these concerns, to help them understand that true love doesn't have to be scary, that it can be the most beautiful and liberating thing. That's why, while this person is on their own healing and self-discovery journey, the angels recommend that you also look at yourself. They say that you also carry fears and insecurities in your heart that can affect this union. Perhaps on some level, you fear that this love may be fleeting, or that the obstacles that arise are too great to overcome. But the angels want you to know that these thoughts are just illusions, mental barriers that have no power over the truth that resides in your soul. The angels ask you to use this time to strengthen your self-love, to connect with your own light, and to discover the depths of what you truly desire. This waiting period is not just a time to await the arrival of this person. It is a preparation phase, where you can align with your own truth and prepare your heart to receive the love that is meant for you. The angels reveal that by connecting with your essence, you will attract this person even more, as they will feel, even unconsciously, the power of this transformation. And in this process, you become not only the person they are attracted to, but also an example of strength, resilience, and faith. Your evolution serves as a reminder to them that love is possible, that your connection is real, and that they too can move forward and overcome their fears. The angels whisper that every time you work on yourself, dedicate yourself to your own growth, you strengthen the bridge between you, allowing this person to feel safe and at peace to come closer. The angels also suggest that you practice gratitude for every small sign that the universe offers. Even if this person has not yet taken the step you desire so much, value every gesture, every word, every contact, as they are indications that love is blooming, even if silently. Gratitude is a powerful energy that attracts blessings and opens doors for the universe to conspire in your favor. To conclude this fourth part, the angels send you a message of encouragement. They know that this wait can be challenging, that sometimes your heart grows weary, and doubts may arise. But they ask you to trust, to believe in the strength of this love and in the divine wisdom that is guiding each of your steps. They see the end of this journey and assure you that what awaits you is more beautiful and profound than you could imagine. They say that you and this person are destined for a love that goes beyond earthly boundaries, a love that transcends time and will touch your souls in a way that nothing else could. And that is why everything that is happening now is part of the process of refinement, of preparation, so that when that moment arrives, it will be so full, so true, that nothing will be able to shake what has been built. So stand firm, with your heart open and filled with hope. The angels are by your side, guiding and protecting, and they assure you that you are on the right path. Keep radiating your light, and know that the love you feel is mutual, even if this person is not yet able to express it fully. In due time, this love will come to light with all its strength, and you will understand that everything was worth it. The angels are now approaching to bring the conclusion of this sacred message, a revelation that seeks to calm your heart and open your spirit to what is to come. They ask you to take a deep breath, for what is about to be shared is a reminder of the greatness and beauty of divine love, which never fails and always finds its way. This journey that you and this person are living is part of a much larger plan. A plan that goes beyond human understanding and is deeply rooted in spiritual dimensions. You have been brought together not by chance, but because your souls have a special purpose to fulfill together. It is a purpose that includes not only mutual learning and spiritual awakening, but also the healing of old wounds that perhaps you didn't even remember existed. It is as if each of you were an essential piece in the other's evolution, a guide that helps the partner see parts of themselves that would otherwise remain dormant. The angels show that throughout this journey, you have been a source of strength and inspiration for this person. She feels your support, even silently, and that encourages her to face her own fears. It is as if with every thought you dedicate to her, every feeling of love and hope, you are building a solid foundation for her to take the next step at the right moment. And although she is not yet fully ready to surrender, the angels assure that this love is growing within her, becoming stronger, truer, and harder to ignore. They ask you to trust every sign the universe sends you. These signs are reminders that your connection is real, that the feelings are mutual, and that this person, at their own pace, is getting ready to open up. The angels say you will notice subtle changes in their behavior. It could be an unexpected message, a longer gaze than usual, a kindness that reveals a willingness to be closer to you. These small gestures are clues that barriers are slowly being torn down, and that this person is gradually allowing themselves to feel and live this love. This is the final stage of preparation. The angels show that you are on the threshold of a great transformation, where everything that has been built up to this point will start to bloom in a beautiful and intense way. They ask you to keep your heart open, to keep believing in the strength of this union, and to never allow doubts to suffocate the flame of love that exists in your heart. For it is this flame that lights the way and will soon guide this person back to you, completely and definitively. The angels also give you valuable advice for this moment. To continue being yourself, authentic, and true in every gesture, every word, and every thought. It is this authenticity that enchants and attracts this person. It is your light, your strength, and your ability to love unconditionally that make them realize that you are a rare person, someone who deserves all the dedication and all the love. The angels assure you that when she is ready to take the final step, you will be rewarded for all the patience, all the love, and all the hope you have cultivated throughout this journey. And now, the angels ask you to make a conscious choice to prepare yourself to receive this love. That you embrace each lesson learned, each challenge overcome, as part of the transformation process that is shaping you to live this love to its fullest. They say that when finally you are together, it will be as if all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, and a deep feeling of peace and joy will flood your heart. It will be the moment when you will look back and understand that every step, every tear, and every smile were worth it. The angels are by your side now, celebrating the moment that is about to come. They ask you to visualize the love you desire as a radiant light in your heart, a light that expands and attracts into your life everything that is good, pure, and true. They ask you to allow yourself to feel the anticipated joy of this encounter, as if it were already happening, because the vibration of happiness and gratitude is what accelerates the process of manifesting this love. Finally, the angels leave a powerful message. What is meant for you cannot be lost, and true love always finds its way. They ask you to repeat this affirmation in your heart whenever you feel doubt, whenever fear tries to creep in, for it is a divine truth that strengthens your faith and sustains your hope. The love you feel is real, and the universe is conspiring for it to materialize. Now, to seal this message, the angels invite you to write in the comments, "I accept this love into my life and trust in the divine wisdom that guides each step of our path." By doing so, you will be declaring to the universe your readiness to receive this love, and the angels will be by your side, celebrating and protecting every moment of this journey. Remember, dear soul, true love is never in vain, and your wait will soon be rewarded with a love that will illuminate your life in a way you never imagined. Now, before concluding, the angels ask for one last gesture. They know that you have been journeying with an open heart, guided by faith and the hope of experiencing true love. They show me that everything you seek is very close, and each step taken so far is part of an illuminated path that only connected souls can see. But there is a special request: to keep receiving messages that keep your light on, guiding your heart and bringing the wisdom you deserve. It is time to commit to this spiritual connection. Imagine yourself now as part of a divine energy chain, where each message that arrives is like a sign, a confirmation, a touch of peace that only you can understand. By subscribing, you're saying yes to the answers that the universe places on your path, opening space for more of these revelations to come directly to your heart, as if they were whispers from the angels, guiding every step you take. This is the moment. Click now to subscribe and join this frequency. By doing so, you tune into the love, peace, and answers that the universe has specially reserved for you. Don't postpone it. Each click is a confirmation, a portal you cross towards the realization of everything your soul seeks. You deserve this constant connection, deserve to be part of a journey of light and unconditional love. And if you feel deep in your heart that there is more to come, that what you have received so far is just the beginning, click now. Subscribe and allow the next messages to be part of your life, like a compass that illuminates your path. Take a deep breath and do it now, because everything you are looking for is waiting for you, ready to manifest. This is your last chance to tell the universe that you are ready to receive. And by doing so, you confirm your decision to fully live this journey of love and purpose. The angels whisper that this choice now is a commitment to yourself. It is an act of faith that opens doors to what is to come. Now write in the comments, "I sign up to receive what the universe has for me," and feel yourself enveloped in this light of love that is about to transform your life.